DJI microphone. There we go. Okay, so it's going through that now. So last night I was having trouble with it because the contacts on the microphone was dirty. It charges in a case that I don't have around me right now. And so it just wasn't charging because the way it charged was dirty. But now it's working. Okay, cool. Awesome. So now we're going to open back up the game real quick. Now we can see everything. Trying the double bridge gap. I've got it, I think, twice. I know I've done it at least once. Yeah, I know I've done it at least once. I think I've done it actually 2 or 3 times. But there's, I don't know if I would have counted them or not because I landed in weird. Nose Manny, those tables. I got you. I can do that. That shouldn't be that bad. Actually, it might be. So have you been following the World Cup? Honestly, no. I don't really follow any sports, not even really skateboarding that much, if I'm being totally honest. Like that's the one that I follow the closest, but I don't follow it that closely. Like I don't watch every video that comes out on Thrasher. I need to start watching a bit more, especially since I'm doing these reaction videos now. Need to be a little bit more in the loop of what's going on, but at the time, or not at the time, at this moment in time, that's the words I was looking for. I'm not that like super up to date with it. All that I know is about the World Cup is that it's soccer, and they have cups for it at McDonald's. Because every time I go there, I edit there. I edit my YouTube videos there somewhat frequently. So whenever I go there, you know, I get the ad that's like, you want the cup from the World Cup? And I'm like, I don't really care. Okay, so that's the problem with nose manuals in this game. Is that they're kind of hard to do because you have to get them just right. Because if not, it wants you to do... Oh, come on. It wants you to do a nose grind, but for some reason, that was a kind of a nose manual. It was terrible. I don't know what that is. It keeps on trying to do deck checks unless I hit a nose grind. But I'm trying to hit a nose manny. It's because I said it was easy. There we go. It took a second. Nollie inward heel to backside board. So nollie inward heel. Well, this is going to be a nollie inward heel to lip slide. Backside board would be this way. We're going to have to do it on the ledge because those rails are kind of weird. No. You know what? Since we did it first try. Actually, no, I forgot. They have these rails over here we can do them on. So give me a second. There we go. So nollie inward heel board would be like this. First try. See if we can get a pop out. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Nose manny. No worries. Yeah, 100%. Oh, for me being able to staying on top of it. I think that's what you're talking about. Nose manny to tail manny. Also, so you're talking about just like nose manny to manny. Like that. And then we can hit like a tray flip out. Hang on. Let me try that again. Nose manny. Pop to manny before I lose control. I set the back trucks down there for a second. Okay. So we have to go back up top real quick so we can try that again. Push a couple times. Actually, we could do it on this manual pad right here. Just got to get over there first. Nose manny. Manny. Tray flip. There we go. First try on the manny pad. My thoughts on the Knicks winning the NBA. Oh, okay. So that makes sense why there's that much commotion going on in New York. I saw a little bit of it on Baby Oshanda's page. Like, I guess he was like downtown New York or whatever, and did a kickflip in these crowds of people. Or in this crowd of people, and everybody's like, oh, just like losing their minds. And I think that's what it was for. Hang on. Ah! And that wouldn't have been enough speed anyway. But, I mean, it's cool. I guess I don't really follow the NBA. Like I said, I don't follow anything but skateboarding for the most part. But have the Knicks ever won? There you go, kickflip melon. Hit this, see if we can hit a nollie here. Flew a lot. Okay, so then we fall into here, try to pump. 1, 2, grab. Okay, oh, so we're actually flying pretty good. Oh, that was almost it. If I think I would have counted it if I would have bounced there, kind of. Frontside 180 and then fakey backside 180. Does that work? Are you talking about the same trick? Because we can do like that, and then I can do a half cab. So hang on, 180 like that, or I can do it all in the same trick with enough air. So like front side, back side 180, hang on. That was like more 270, but we're rolling away from it. We're rolling away from it. Nose manual the table to regular manual and then drop off. Oh, okay, so that one's going to be hard. Because these tables were hard for me just to get a terrible nose manual. And now we got to, like, do it really quickly. Okay, so that was way too early of an ollie. See if I can just somehow go really slow. I can do that in real life. Nose manny, or not nose manny, nose saw picnic table. I've done it multiple times. I've also done a nose stall 180. That trick right there. I was going for the nose manny. Super, super slow, but it just didn't work. See, there's blunt. Maybe I should stick 2 of these tables together. That might make it a little bit easier. Because then I could go a bit faster, making it, getting on top way easier. How did I get on top of it the last time, dude? Yeah, see, there's board stall. Yeah, no, see, I don't know. I don't think it worked unless I put 2 of them together. Honestly. Switch inward heel and then front crook, so like in a line. So it'd be like switch inward heel and then crooked grind. Oh, no, it's not a crooked grind. Hang on. Hit a backside flip with way too much rotation. Switch inward heel. Miss the crook again. I'm going to get better at this game. But I'm still a little rusty from only playing it once a week. And then missing some weeks because I forget that I'm supposed to stream. Nollie pop shove it. So that would be boom. Nollie front side pop shove it down a stair set like Yuto. Actually, we don't have any stair sets here, so the closest thing we got is this. So when you say nollie pop shove it, do you need nollie pop shove it like this? Hang on, we got to do it into the bank. I gapped out too far that time. It's nollie varial flip. It's fakey. Hang on, let me get back to the nollie. This guy's switched to what I am in real life. There we go. Nollie pop shove it. I actually don't remember seeing Yuto do a nollie pop shove it. I've also like not watched the Street League in a while, to be honest. So I haven't, you know, watched Yuto that much. I've seen a clip here or there. Stationary triple backflip, that I can't do. I can do a stationary backflip though. Let me see if I can stop. There we go. Oh, no, I thought it was gonna be first try. Nope. Third time's a charm. Nope. 4th try. There we go. 4th try. Do ollie to manual on the picnic table. So we got blunt slide. See if I can hit the ollie to manual. See it. I don't know if it confuses the game just trying to regular manual it or what. But it's just really hard to hit manuals in this game sometimes. I mean, technically that was it. Like, that was so short of a manual, the game didn't even register it. There we go. Impossible no slide, so I actually can't do an impossible on here because this is Skate 3. But I could do a 3-shove no slide. That's about the closest thing we can get to it. And actually, this is going to be switched because that's how it's set up. But it's a video game, so there really is no switch. There we go, pop on top of the ledge. I'm going to actually do it. I want to get a no slide to where we actually pop out on the right side. I don't want to be popping over the ledge like that. So we might have to do it closer to the end to it. And so there we go. I'm just giving you some easy tricks, which I tried myself. I appreciate it. Easy tricks are fun. Hard tricks are fun too, depending on how long they take. Because when they take a whole stream like the double bridge gap, dude, at that point it's just like, oh, thank God I did it. I don't have to do it anymore. Try to go off the most right. That drop in. Are you talking about like trying to go in here with like a kickflip melon? Or are you talking about the ollie manual to ride in here to where we would have to move the picnic tables? Kickflip melon, technically a switch flip melon, but yeah, no, that's too much. Let's see if we can hit a backflip over this. Barely. Boom. Can you do a backwards man? Yes, I can do a backwards man. It may take me a second. It's been a while since I've done one. I was never the most consistent at them. And I could never really control them. But, you know, I could do it if you give me a couple of minutes. There we go. Hit that. It's delayed. You're probably next. Can you do 2 backflips when you jump off the mega ramp? If we make it out to Super Ultra Mega Ramp Park, yes, I can do a double backflip. That's the only spot that I know you can do it in the game. Unless you get some mods, which I haven't done. Oh, so we're getting close to the backwards man. I haven't done it in a while, so my timing is really off. Crooked grind and then hard flip if that works. So are you talking about in a line, or are you talking about like crooked grind, nollie, hard flip? Because honestly, I could really do both. All right, so got the really speedy one, so it's boom. Okay, so I got a little bit of a backwards man. It wasn't much, but it's better than what we were getting. Still the same one, but I'm just wanting the one that goes crazy. It seems like we're going to launch into that fence because both times that I've gotten the timing good enough to, you know, get the board to go that fast, it keeps on going over to that fence. So I guess that's where it's going to go. So hold for a second. Okay, so we're getting closer with the timing. It's not perfect yet, but we'll be able to get it for sure. Out of all the glitches, the one that I think is the easiest is the beach ball glitch. Both because you're running forward, and 2 because the timing is easiest to get, and it's just the easiest to control. Like I thought about actually doing the beach ball glitch to try the double bridge gap, but I haven't yet. Dude, I wish I could just get the one, dude. I've gotten so many close ones. I'm trying to learn it. I'm starting kind of getting the timing. Yeah, that's definitely the hardest part. It took me forever to get my first one. Dark flip, grind the rail close to the mega ramp. Are you talking about the Super Ultra Mega Ramp Park, or are you talking about at the Maloof Money Cup? Do both, that'd be great. I could do both for sure. I could dark slide the picnic table. Let me get these couple of tricks first. If I can ever get the timing right for this, dude, this is crazy. I'll give it 5 tries and then we'll move on to the crooked grind. real quick, and then we'll come back to it. So we're not just trying to backwards man all night. Because as you can see, my timing is very, very, very rusty. Because I used to be able to get it when I was the best at it I used to be able to get it in roughly about 5 tries. Which I was kind of thinking the same thing, but I'm not as good at Skate 3 as I used to be. Because I went down to streaming once a week, and then I started playing the EA's new skate game, and then, you know, I kind of lost it. Alright, we'll give it 3 more tries, and we'll do the crooked grind line real quick. 1. Here we go. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. I gotta just, like, hold for a little bit longer. So there's 2, 3, 4. Does anybody know who the first person was to do the backwards man glitch? Here's the last one in Skate 3. I got a little bit of a 1. Kai here. Hey, how's it going, Kai? What made you change your what made you change your username? It was it hard flip? Yeah. I was thinking it was inward heel for a second. So we gotta do boom, that one, and then we gotta do a crooked grind, pop out with a varial heel, I guess, and then nollie hard flip. Or you said regular hard flip, so I gotta do it with a regular hard flip. So hit the crooked grind, kickflip crook, I guess. 360 hard flip. That's what usually happens. Boom. There we go. Got it. See if we can hit kind of a manual. It's a natural at this point. What's a natural? Crow just exists. What made you change your name? And what made you come up with Crow just exists? Did you read, what's that one book? By Edgar Allan Poe? Nevermore, nevermore, says the crows. I had to read it in school. I can't remember what it's called. And actually, I don't think it's a book. I think it's a short story. Technically. If I remember correctly. Alright, so I'll give it 5 more tries, and we'll do a dart slide on the picnic table. 1. Here goes number 2. Here goes number 3. Okay, so that was terrible timing, so I gotta hold on more. 4. Just hold on a little bit more. Yeah. Actually, we'll give it 1 more shot, because that one got kind of close. Oh, dude, we're like right there. Alright, so hit a dart slide on the picnic table. See if we can hit like a nollie heel dart slide. There we go. First try. Oh, dude, we're like right there. Why am I so bad at this? Because you haven't done it in like 3 months. Fair. Oh, come on. Jump. Jump better. Oh, no, dude, I thought that was it. But then the game was just like, you know what? Nah. Alright, give it 3 more tries and we'll move on to something else. We're not trying this one trick all night. But, dude, we're like right there. He keeps on wanting to land on it. And then he hops on, but then it just whips him out. Not this try. I'm starting to get impatient with it. So I'm in a little bit of a rush. So then I do it too fast like that one. Alright, so last try. Yeah, no, I guess it's not going to work right now. You missed the streams. I'm glad you like them. I'm doing them again every day from about 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Ohio time. See if we can hit the double bridge gap this time. I'm gonna study it after I upload the video for today. See if I can figure anything out. Because I really want to hit it again. Oh, I guess there goes that. Oh, just trying to figure it out. Okay. Okay. I also tried Skate 4, but I can't really get attached to it. I miss Skate 3's different areas, story and progression, and speed glitches. Without any speed glitches, I would like Skate 3. I wouldn't like Skate 3 nearly as much. Yeah, it adds like another spice to Skate 3. Like Skate 3 is awesome. Like honestly, like my biggest problem with you know, Skate 4, if you want to call it that, or Skate Night, is that there is no story mode. It's like, here's a skateboarding game, give us a bunch of money, and it doesn't look or really feel like any of the originals. So it's just kind of like, anytime I play it, it's just kind of like disappointing. If, you know, Activision or Epic Games made it, I would be like, you know, it's not a bad game. I don't mind it. Especially if Epic Games made it, because then it really would be called Skate Night. But since EA made it, and this was supposed to be Skate 4, which everybody's been waiting on since, like, for the past 15 years. I think I probably should try to pop another one, but... And... if I would have got the angle right, that might have been it. I like Ohio. It's the home of my two favorite bands. Oh, really? Which ones? The only musicians that I can think of off the top of my head that are from Ohio is Machine Gun Kelly, Kid Cudi, I think, is from Cleveland. Who else is from here? There we go. Finally. And he's also sitting at the table. He needs some lunch. That's probably like why he looks so sad. He's like, man, I really wish I brought my sandwich. I packed it. It's sitting on the counter at home. By the time I get back, it's going to be bad. But yeah, no, I could do a tray flip. I saw it. I'll actually do every 360 flip. So you could have meant, you know, just a tray flip. You could have meant a backside 360 kick flip. There we go. And then I can also do like a kick flip, 360 back flip. Oh no, I need to do a little bit better than that. There we go. Now I can also do a kickflip front 360, I think. It's been a while since I tried one. 9 Inch Nails and 21 Pilots. Oh, dude, I think I knew 21 Pilots was from here. I didn't know 9 Inch Nails. I didn't know 9 Inch Nails was. What part of Ohio is 9 Inch Nails from? Because if I remember correctly, going back to 21 Pilots, they're from Columbus, right? There we go. Hit a nasty backsmith. I could do a backsmith for you. Try to dip it as much as possible. So this ledge is a little curved too, so... Okay, so actually to do a backsmith, I gotta hit a back 5-0, boom, dip it as much as possible. Got it. Yeah, that too. Skate feels like they focus more on the money, so they added shit like battle passes and in-game money for lousy clothes instead of fun like the story progression and so on. Yeah, dude, that's like the... I guess maybe... I don't know, maybe like... I guess the kids that play the video games nowadays don't really care for the story modes. They just want to play the games like Fortnite. Because I'm old now. This actually might be it. Oh, hang on. Ah! I got it! I did it! I don't know how I did it. But I've not done the double bridge gap in forever. I might actually like clip that out and post that as like an actual video. Hell yeah, dude. That's almost as good as landing a skate trick in real life. Okay, so we hit the backsmith. I answered that comment. Speed glitch. Yeah, we can get back to the speed glitch. Actually, we just did the speed glitch. So he requested the backwards man. So for the next one, we'll do the beach ball glitch, which is, I think that's in other products. Yeah, there we go. Set this down here. Place session marker. Actually, I want to place a session marker a bit back here, and then we gotta walk up here, hit this, add to session marker. There we go. So we toss the board down. It's been a minute since I've done this, so I gotta figure out. There we go. Oh, that'd be cool if I could do it to a grind on the picnic table. It doesn't really look like it. Oh, dude, I also moved. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Look how much I moved the picnic table the last time I hit it. There we go. We got a little bit of one. See if we can get a backside flip over this. Oh no, it'll work. Sweet. So there's basically 0 chat delay. I found speed glitch. Also, Skate 4 does have speed glitches. I know they had like the thing that you could like jump up to space, but I don't think I knew about the speed glitches. But yeah, no, so when I set up my stream, there's this thing called latency. That's what it's called. So you can set it as like regular, like there's basically low, medium, and high latency. The higher the latency, the longer it takes for you to hear what I say. So if you have a high latency, it might take 30 seconds from whatever I say to get to your phone, TV, whatever you're watching this on. If I have a super low latency, it's the closest you can get to real time, which is what I have it set up as. Because it just makes, you know, like conversations and stuff between everybody, like much more, I guess, realistic. And, you know, for me to be able to respond faster, because if I say something and I gotta wait, you know, if it takes 30 seconds for you to hear it and then like 15 to 30 seconds to type your response, like a minute in between each like interaction, like that's gonna take forever. Like we'll spend the whole stream being like, yo, you like kickflips? You know, I like kick, and then you're like, well, I like kickflips, but like the way Neen Williams does a heel flip is just like sicker. So, you know, it depends on who does it. Like that whole interaction would just take like way too long. Boo, high latency. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I think like the purpose of having the big delay is like if it would be like a news station or something like that, to where like, you know, if somebody says something wild, what would be on essentially live TV, they can have like enough time to like edit it out, I think is what it's for. That's really the only thing that I could come up with, but yeah. Are you playing on console or are you using an emulator? If so, which one? So, I'm not playing on console. I am playing on an emulator called RPCS3, and that's how I set everything up. I really do, you know, if I did end up using a console, it would probably make the stream run better, because then I wouldn't have to run the emulator. So it would just be like getting the footage from the game onto my computer. Hang on. Which I'm sure that would allow me to stream bigger games, like Skate 2. I wonder, since I'm inside now instead of using my car, if I could play Skate 2, because my computer would be a bit cooler. But Skate 2 is actually talking's hard. Skate 2 is actually a bigger game than Skate 3 because of the sick loading screens and stuff that they got. So like, if you've never played Skate 2, on Skate 2, like when you're loading to a different spot, like there will be a slow-mo video of a character doing like a nose blunt slide on some ledge or something. But Skate 2 is my favorite game out of them. But it doesn't really stream well a couple of times that I've tried it. High latency isn't used. High latency can be used for like Fortnite streamers, so there isn't stream snipers. But if it's not that much of a delay, I don't. So if it's like a 30-second delay, I don't really see how that would help. Because a stream sniper is somebody that like tracks down like where you are, right? Is that what that is? There we go. 5-0 backside 360 kickflip out. Oh, I forget who it was, but requested a double backflip. And since we got the double bridge gap, yeah, we can definitely go do that. So University District, head to the Super Ultra Mega Ramp Park. See if we can hit, you know. Oh, there we go. Jump. And I was hoping to land in the bank, but it didn't really work very well. Hit this. Hit this. Normal mode, because that's the only way you can do the double backflip unless you turn it on, you know, hardcore mode, but why make it harder than it needs to be? I think we might be going too slow. Yeah. They can't see where they are now, like, after a minute, so it might help a little, I guess. Oh, with, like, IRL streaming, that might be it. But with, second try, I just got a lot better at the game, I guess. See if we can hit a double front flip. I was usually better at those. Oh, see if we can do it in the same number of tries. 2. Single. Double. There we go. There we go. A little sloppy, but, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Kickflip 360. Can we hit a 10? 3, 5, 7. Nah, it's only going to be a 9. But I guess 1080 is going to be the next trick. Do a Christ stare? Yeah, I can do a Christ stare. I think I missed a couple of comments, so give me a second. Let me turn it back on easy mode, so it'll be easier for me to hit the 1080. Wait, can I do a double backflip in Skate 4? I think so. Maybe? I don't know. I honestly didn't, I don't remember. 3, 5, 7, 9. First try. Tray flip melon. That's not it. It was a varial flip. And a method, but whatever. Do a Christ stare. I can do a Christ stare. I actually just watched, I think it was Elliot Salone do a Christ stare. And I think it was at Warped Sword. I saw it on Instagram earlier today. No, like in Fortnite, they can't see the streamer's character is exactly. They only come after one at a time. Oh, okay. So people trying to basically screen cheat through it, right? Is that what it is? So if you have a higher latency, it'll be a minute slow, so they'll be in the wrong spot. That makes sense. But matching would start. But matching would start before anybody could see it. Yeah. Yes. Okay, cool. So I think I'm starting to understand. Okay, so what other tricks should we do? We still got another, 20 minutes. So we don't even have to stay here. Oh, wait, there was a dark slide. I think it was supposed to be on one of these rails. So we got a dark slide there. And then it said next to the ramp. So I think it might be like hit a dark slide into this big vert wall right here. I wonder how tall this would be in real life. There we go. Hit that, see if we can hit a backflip over the loop. No, that didn't work very well. We could do it though. It can't be that hard of a line. So we hit this, turn around real quick, push twice, boom, pop in. There we go. There we go. Second try. Oh, and I'm also using RPCS 3, but I'm having some performance problems because my PC is really old. What specs do you have? So, to be honest, I don't know a whole lot. I don't remember what processor I have or anything like that. So, I'm not really that big into like computers and stuff. I don't really know that much. One thing I can tell you for sure that I do have 32 gigabytes of RAM, because that's like the only spec that I know for video editing. My computer is an Aero something. It's a gaming laptop. So I honestly don't know what it is. I do know that I capped the... I went into the settings on our PCS3 and I capped the frame rate at 30 frames per second. So that would make it run it. So like you can go in and play with certain settings in our PCS3 to make it run better. So if you haven't done that, you should probably check that out. You know, just ask ChatGPT, like, what do I turn down to make, you know, make RPCS3 run more efficiently. And it should tell you the steps you need to do, like lowering the frame rate. Have you ever played Skate 4 or Skate? Yes, I have. I've actually streamed it a few times, and honestly, the reason why I bought the computer that I'm actually playing this on was mainly really so I could play Skate 4. Because before I was streaming on a MacBook with RPCS3, and it was going all right with, you know, with the Skate 3 streams, but since Apple's retarded, they wouldn't let me get the new Skate. So I bought this. Do a kickflip. Okay, I'm gonna start trying kickflips in here. Because I've done it before, I just remember it being pretty difficult. Did I like it? Not really, honestly. It reminded me of, like, Fortnite with a skateboard. And it just wasn't... It just wasn't what it was supposed to be, I guess. So, like, everybody is waiting for Skate 4, and we basically got Fortnite with a skateboard. I mean, there's no, like, story mode and stuff like the old games had. So, is it a bad skateboarding game? Not really. It's not terrible as a skateboarding game. Like, if Epic Games made it, I'd be like, oh, this is not bad. But since it was supposed to be Skate 4, and, like, everybody's been waiting on it for, like, 15 years since this game came out, Skate 3, it just didn't... It was just, like, sad every time I played it. I think my processor is slow because I'm running in slow motion. I can't even have 60 frames per second. Oh, he died. But the CPU isn't fast. I have enough to process all the physics, so it literally is enough to... It slows the game down. So it's not the FPS drops the game, it literally makes it slow motion. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else that you could turn down on the game, but that's what it was like when I was playing on my MacBook. Because I actually tried to download Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on it. Because that's like my favorite Call of Duty game. And that's what happened. Like, it was just super laggy. The game was too big for the computer. So you might have to either, you know, grab a new computer, or if you're trying to play like Xbox 360 games, PS3 games, you could also just get a, you know, an old Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. I would assume they're relatively cheap, $100 or something like that. Skate 4 is adding the X Games and spot battles. That might be kind of cool to play a X Games spot. I forget where it's at. But when Street League was somewhere, they actually did an outdoor event and they left the park somewhere. I don't remember what state that was. I probably should have checked that out. Maybe I could have, you know, went to it on my way back to Ohio from Vegas and like made a video of like, yo, I'm skating at an SLS park. But I didn't. Do a 360 flip. Tray flip. There we go. And that's not going to make it. How do I get where you are in Skate 3? So you go to the University District, and you select the thing that says Super Ultra Mega Ram Park. And you teleport there. Which, even if you don't have it unlocked, like you haven't made it far enough in the game, I think if you switch over to free play mode, it has all of the spots to where you can just teleport wherever you want, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. Tray flip, nose manny, big spin out. I can do that for sure. Have you ever tried the dark slide? I believe so. I think I did it at I can't remember the name of the spot, but I think I have. I'm teleporting there now. Sick. Try a double backflip. Yeah, I can do I can do that better. I'm not gonna be able to play with you because I'm on an emulator, so I can't play with like people on Xbox and real PlayStation 3s and stuff. There you go, tray flip. Oh, I was turning the wrong way. Oh, that's cool, but it was an ollie tray flip. See if I can do it with the regular tray flip. Oh, there's nose grind, big spin. Ah, hang on. Maybe it'd be easier if I, you know, switch my session marker to here, so I don't gotta do that gnarly turn in every time. So, is it? I think yeah, it's tray flip, nose manny, nollie, big spin. So tray. That's not it. That was 3 shove. So we got tray flip, boom. Nollie back heel. That's a trick I need to learn. Tray flip, that's varial flip. Spawn it too much. But whatever the next big spin out of the tray flip nose manny I get, I'm gonna take. No, I hit the wall. It'd probably be easier if I moved it away from the wall, honestly. No, that's not it. You hang on 1 second. That's gonna take brain power to read. I have to restart my game. Oh, dude, you're playing Skate 4, right? That's another like really annoying thing about it. Is like it would just kick you out and be like, you have to restart. And it's like, I'm trying to stream here. Like, what you doing? Like, I only stream for an hour a day. Like, you can't let me play it for an hour straight. Oh, dude, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Like, I could do it on flat pretty easy. Just like nollie, tray flip, big, nope. Hang on. I said nollie, or tray flip, nose manny, nollie, big spin. But I really want to get it on this, you know, little bench thing here. I rushed that one because I was surprised that I got into it. Oh, come on. Skate 3 itself is actually really lightweight. The PS3 and Xbox 360 could run it fine with its own hardware. The reason on PC is actually because of RPCS3. Yeah, because the computer's not just running the game, it's running an app that is a PlayStation 3. Because hang on. I'm just not, maybe I should try big spin out the other way. Yeah, I spawned it too much. So we got tray flip. There we go. Got big spin out the other way. So we can quit hitting the wall. It's because the emulator has constantly to translate the PS3 code into something. Yep, that's exactly it. My loading screen takes forever. Yeah, dude. Skate 9 takes forever to load in sometimes. A better mani pad would probably work better for it. The narrow by the wall doesn't help. Yeah. No, just like narrow manual pads on here kind of suck in general because it keeps on I didn't run into too many troubles, you know, trying the tray flip nose manny nollie big spin. But a lot of the times it'll just be like, hey, you want to do a nose manny? Well, we're going to put you into a back nose grind. Because it doesn't really know what you want. Hell yeah. Appreciate it. You know what I haven't skated in a while? Is this red ledge. Do like a big backside 5-0 down it, like I'm Jamie Thomas. Boom. Yeah, that's a trick I need to relearn. Backside 5-0. I did a couple on my learning a new skate trick a day challenge till 10,000 subscribers. But it's a trick that I need to like learn again and dial in. I love your vids. Thank you. I love making it. I'm glad you like them. Hopefully hopefully some of the tricks that I've done help you figure some stuff out, because that's part of the reason why I, you know, make my videos the way that I do. I'm actually going to edit another one. It's not a short, it's a long format video. Unfortunately, it's just going to be a compilation of POV skating, because the video that I was actually trying to film today, it didn't work out. I was trying to do a 5-0 on a round rail, and it just didn't work out. So, like, the video is going to be called, like, the secrets of 5-0 on round rails. And I'm, like, taking everybody through the process of it and trying to, like, share things that help me figure it out. But I didn't get it this time, so I'm going to have to watch the footage and, you know, act like a football player, sit there and watch the film, figure out what went wrong, and study it. Yeah, I've been getting much better. Awesome, dude. What's your favorite trick you can do right now? My favorite trick is probably, at least on flat, a half cab heel flip. That's not a half cab heel flip. That's not a half cab heel flip. I think I could have done it faster in real life. There we go. Half cab heel flip. 50-50 on coping. Oh, okay, so on transition. You skate a lot of transition? And when you say coping, are you talking about metal coping, or do you skate pools at all? Because that's something that I would like to do one day. Just like hit a 50-50 on pool coping. That just sounds like it's be so much fun. Do an ollie. I got you. Boom. This reminds me of a spot Corey Duffel actually skated in. I think it's his That's Life part. He did a massive ollie over this hubba. I don't know how many stairs it was, but it was the Yeah Right, but not Yeah Right. That's Life video. Yeah Right was the girl video with Eric Costin, Paul Rodriguez, Chris Cole. You know, everybody that was on Girl at the time. Half cab heel in real life is so hard for me. It's worth it though, dude. At least for me, like, because I can, if I do them the way that I want to, I can pop the board just right to where the board goes in between my legs like a muska flip, and it makes me feel so cool. Chris Cole wasn't on Girl. I think he was in the Yeah Right video. Like, I gotta Google that now. Back lip. Because you know, after, you might be right. I think I might be crazy. Because now that I think about it, I think yeah, right, yeah, I thought he was in it. Professional skateboarder Chris Cole is famous for his legendary high impact parts. Yeah, I don't think he was on Girl, but I think he was in it for some reason. At least, he might have had at least a couple of tricks. Now I have to go rewatch that. Because I know he's on Zero, because he was on, he was in New Blood. He was in, what other Zero videos? My mind is blanking right now. But yeah, no, I used to watch a Ride the Sky. There's another one. Because I watched a lot of Chris Cole video parts. And I don't know why I said he was on girl. Was he? He might have been for a little bit. Now I gotta Google that too. On girl skateboards. While he is a contemporary of a legendary skaters who rode for girl dirting, the right era Cole boards followed a completely different path. Enjoy Zero and Plan B. Yeah, no, he was just in. Yeah, right. I think for some reason, Dying to Live. That's another reason. You know, I'm gonna have to watch the Yeah Right video after this. Anyway, double backflip. I can do that. You know, I watched the Dying to Live part a lot too. Dolphin flip, so I actually can't do a dolphin flip on here. So we gotta turn this over to... the PS3 processor works completely different from a normal PC processor because it uses the cell architecture built in a very unusual way. First time with the one main core and separate smaller cores. It made it really powerful in some tasks, but then also extremely weird and difficult to emulate on a regular PC. Oh no, it's cool. It's interesting. It interests me. Alright, let's see. Double backflip. It's taking a couple of tries. Single. And this might work. There we go. Got it. Alright, so we got 2 minutes. What other tricks should we do? We can hit like a nollie backside flip back tail with the pop out. Crooked grind. There we go. I was afraid I was going to run out of ledge. Alright, so we can hit a nollie nose slide. Ollie 90 for the memes. I got you. Ollie 90. Ollie 90. Ollie 90. I kind of want to teleport somewhere else for the rest of the stream, but we got like a couple minutes left. Ollie 90 the other way. That's very good flip. Hang on. There we go. Actually, we'll hit a couple more tricks if we can get them in time, but then we'll end the stream off with a massive Christ air. That's what we'll do. Maybe we'll start doing that every stream. Just go like try to do the biggest, you know, the biggest Christ air possible at the end of every stream. I'm about to double kickflip in Skate 4. I'm about to double kickflip in Skate 3. First try. I'm about to quad kickflip in Skate 3. Hang on, I gotta do it at a different spot. That's not it, hang on. I gotta get a little bit more height to it so I can make sure the board flips all the way. This should be it. There we go. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Just trying to do a backflip. See if... Nope. I didn't land it right, so we're going to turn it back to normal mode, or easy mode real quick. Normal mode for me. Because that's where I'm usually playing. Pretty good, pretty good. Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. Did you draw the alien picture yourself, or where did that picture come from? Alright, so we hit a front side heel flip on this. It didn't work. Alright, so we gotta hit a massive Christ air for the last trick. There we go. Boom. Not as big as it could be. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Are you making music now, Tyler? Because it used to be TCM Gaming. So, like, are you, like, posting, like, the guitar stuff now? Oh, dude, that's sick. How's your knee doing? I was gonna text you the other day, but then I got distracted. I got the attention span of a squirrel. My bad. I'll stay on here for a couple more minutes because I want to hear your response now. See if we get a Christ Air backflip. Land on the rocks. Yeah, I'm gonna start making music stuff, but I haven't yet. I would recommend getting on that as soon as possible. You know, be a professional musician. That'd be sick. Just get paid to go like play on stage and stuff. Do it all independently, like Russ or something. A lot better. When is your just got done with music camp? That's cool. That's cool. Did you film anything? Okay, so you did post about it. Okay, so I didn't know, from what you said a second ago, I thought that you hadn't posted anything yet. Get a techno board? Are you talking about, like, the thing to where I hit buttons and sounds happen? Because that'd be cool. Get the, oh, what's the song for the Christ airs that everybody was doing? I keep wanting to say Black Hole Sun, but I know that's not right. I think, is it a Creed song? I haven't seen one in a minute. Yeah, it's Even Flow. That's what it is. Even Flow. Pearl Jam. Yep, that's exactly what it is. My mind was just blanking for a second. Alright, so we'll hit one more Christ Air, and then I gotta hop off for the night because I gotta edit together a little compilation video of POV skating. And that's not a Christ Air. Because the video I was trying to film earlier didn't work out. I text you soon. I'm gonna go to sleep. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. Enjoy the sleep. Sleep's important. But yeah, I'm gonna look forward to it. But I'm gonna hop off too and start editing. So, can I beat you in a game of skate? I don't know. I can't tonight, but if you're talking about like on Skate 3 or something, then maybe next time. But like I said, I gotta hop off. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll sleep well later.